Are you aware of the dangers you can get biological hazards? If not, stay tuned for this video. Today, I'm gonna show you some essential facts and detailed information on the effects of biological hazards as well as its origin and its severity. Biological hazards. Biological hazards are type of working hazards involving microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites, and other microscopic particles that has the potential to cause disease or infestation to our biological body. The term and its associated symbol are generally used as a warning, so that those potentially exposed to the substances will know to take precautions. The biohazard symbol was developed in 1966 by Charles Baldwin, an environmental health engineer working for the Dow Chemical Company on the containment products. What are the effects or diseases we can get from biohazard? First, one might have athlete's foot. Athlete's foot, popularly known as alipunga in Filipino, is a fungal infection that usually begins between the toes. It commonly occurs in people whose feet have become very sweaty while confined within tight-fitting shoes. Signs and symptoms include a scaly rash that usually causes itching, stinging, and burning. It is contagious and can be spread via contaminated clothes, towels, or clothing. The second one might be parasites, particularly the lice. Spotting a tiny white speck in your hair is enough to make you panic. Sure, head lice score high on the yuck factor, but they usually don't cause serious disease. What are head lice? Head lice are tiny six-legged insects that cling to the scalp and neck and feed on human blood. Obviously, they are a kind of parasite. Each one is about the size of a sesame seed and can be very hard to spot. People, usually children, are primary hosts of head lice. It could spread through hair-to-hair contact or sharing your hairbrush. Common cold, or simply cold, is caused by many different viruses. It is transmitted by infected airborne droplets or by direct contact with infected secretions. Being in cold weather does not cause the common cold. Symptoms are cough, sore throat, sneezing, and a runny nose. It is a self-disease that can be generally managed at home. Salmonella. The infection itself is called salmonellosis, but most people know it by the name salmonella, which is actually a name of the bacteria that cause the infection. Sources of salmonella are meat like poultry, beef, or pork, fertilizer, water, pets, dirty hands, etc. It is generally known as food poisoning result for diarrhea. Another symptoms include cramps in stomach, bloody stool, cold or chills, fever, headache, sick to stomach, and vomiting.
Tuberculosis. It is a disease caused by bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It can affect our lungs and other parts of our body. TB is spread throughout the air when we talk, sneezing, and throat cough.
Is a bacterial disease that affects humans and animals. Leptospirosis can lead to kidney damage, meningitis, and liver failure, respiratory distress, and even death. The bacteria that cause leptospirosis are spread through the wire of infected animals, which can get into water or soil, and it can survive their 4 weeks to months. Having an open wound and attempting to put it in dirty blood enhances your risk to leptospirosis.
And last but not the least, sexually transmitted disease, particularly HIV or AIDS or Human Immunodeficiency Syndrome virus. AIDS or Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome is a syndrome caused by a virus called HIV. It alerts the immune system, making people much more vulnerable to infections and diseases. This susceptibility worsens if syndrome progresses. HIV is transmitted throughout all the tissues of the body but is transmitted through body fluids of an infected person. It can be semen, vaginal fluids, blood, and breast milk. Diseases are all caused by microorganisms that triggers infection or even infestation. Biological hazards can be simply prevented in many simple ways. You can prevent food poisoning or salmonella if you practice proper hand washing and maintaining cleanliness. Always be cautious on what you eat and drink because no one knows what sort of dirt might be present on that food and drink. You can prevent athlete's foot by washing feet daily. Also, avoid walking barefoot. You can use powder to reduce sweating. Wear well-ventilated and well-fitting shoes. Also prevent wearing wet socks. Once you already have it, you can use alcohol which instantly kills hundreds of fungi in a single use. Or let your feet soak in salted water for 3 to 5 minutes. Do this at least 3 times a day to heal quickly. You can prevent HIV or AIDS by using contraceptives such as condoms or for sure prevent. Never do it at all. You might not know who among your sex partners carry the HIV or AIDS virus for you to prevent the said virus. It is much better not to have sexual intercourse at all. You can prevent common colds if you have a strong immune system. Eating nutritious food or taking vitamins can boost your resistance against various viruses causing colds. You can prevent head lice by practicing proper hair hygiene. Never stay too long at sun, and never borrow someone's cap or comb if they are not clean. leptospirosis by avoiding yourself soap with dirty blood or water, as this water might have leptospira viruses caused by the urine of mice that were mixed in water. Just like common cold, you can prevent TB or tuberculosis if you have a strong immune system. A strong resistance can prevent so many viruses causing diseases that may affect your life.